Coruscant 23 from Anime Core, and instead of actually like making one individual anime recommendation video, I decided I'm gonna combine all 3 or 4 that I've already seen, because obviously I've been having some problems with one of them that I've tried uploading at least twice or 3 times, but every time I did it, I ended up getting copyright claimed. So yeah. But yeah, if you love everything in this video, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon as well, so that way you guys can stay updated with everything. So yeah, if you love everything you saw here, be sure to hit the subscribe button. I only have 2 subscribers, and it would be awesome if you guys came back and checked out all my videos in the future, including Let's Plays, anime recommendations, gaming rants and anime rants, and other stuff like that, alright? So, to start things off, these are pretty much my top 3 to 4 already that I've already seen, which I just finished them. One of them I've already... Well, actually, one of them I've already made an anime recommendations for, but the rest of them... And before I get into it, last thing I just want to quickly mention is that the company NBC Universal Japan, apparently, apparently they're the ones that gave me a copyright claim on one of my videos that I tried uploading and it got taken down. So, yeah. Anyways, with that out of the way, let's get started. So the first one I'm going to just quickly say is talking about, well, the World's End Harem, because this anime is really good. Here's a little image for you guys to just take a look at. I'll show a little bit more other pics of it as well too. But essentially, the World's End Harem is a really good anime. There is a lot of boobs, and it really deals with like the MK. It deals with this virus called the MK virus, which is like the male killer virus. It's an artificial virus that was actually made by some interesting researchers and stuff like that. And this guy named Rito, he apparently, or Rito, however it's pronounced, he essentially decides that he wants to figure out, okay, who made the MK virus, why does it exist, and everything. Now, how the story kind of unfolds is that it basically starts with basically, 300, and this takes place in the future, so 3 to 5 years or 10 years have passed, and Rio wakes up and he finds out that every single male on the fucking goddamn planet Earth have been completely destroyed, or actually killed, thanks to the virus. And of course, there's only a small portion besides Rito that pretty much were kept in stasis. And yeah, Rito gets wakened up by this woman who tells him about what has happened in the past 3 to 5 to somewhat years, okay? And pretty much in her mind is that, okay, to repopulate this Earth, you need to, find a good partner and start mating and to create more children. But the thing is with that logic is that I've studied a little bit of life science, okay? I took a life science course in high school, okay? And in this course, the one thing I've learned is that there's 2 different type of ways this can go about, okay? You need an X chromosome and a Y chromosome. If you have those 2, you get a male. If you have an X, and a Y chromosome, you get a female, okay? And yeah, and the likelihood of you getting a male over a female is like about 50-50, okay? Now, and in Rito's idea, his plan is essentially, okay, I need to get to the bottom of this. I'm not interested in having sex with anybody. The only woman I care about is the woman who is essentially like my sister, and she's the only one I really care about. But as you get through, there's currently 11 episodes, but yeah, as you get through each episode, it gets a lot more interesting. Plus, there's a guy named Shota who, let's just say, he, before the whole MK virus happened, he pretty much got bullied a lot, and eventually, like, later down the line, he ends up taking one of the people that watched the whole bullying thing happen, and decides to be somewhat of an asshole dick / Chad and make her into being his sex slave in some capacity. Not gonna go into showing any images of that because that's a no-no. But I will just say that's just gonna be an image I'll just put in your mind. But if you don't believe me, check out the anime. So yeah, that's my first anime recommendations. Really good anime. There's a lot of sexual windows, and there's a lot of big boobs. So yes, if you love harem, you love big boobs, you like hentai, hey, The World's End Harem is for you. Alright? Now, moving on to the next one. Let's see, the next one I will just cover is The Land of Leedale. Now, this anime is actually really interesting because it really covers a lot of interesting things that have happened. And this takes place in a fantasy world, so this is nothing in real life. This is more of like in a fantasy type of world, sort of like in like an MMO type of thing. If you're familiar with like Sword Art Online, or you're familiar with like all sorts of other ones, like how to pick up girls in a dungeon. Yeah, if you're familiar with that anime as well, because I know there's several mangas and light novels for that one. But yes, oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot to mention. World's End Harem does actually have about, I think, 13 mangas available, so check them out as well. All right, getting back to what I was saying. So yeah, in this anime, it all starts about with this boy. I forgot his name now, but essentially he's in a hospital, and apparently the power went out while he was in the hospital, and he actually had a headgear on. So essentially what ended up happening is that since he couldn't get back to the real world, he pretty much just ended up waking up in this virtual reality game, or virtual MMO, called Leedale. I think it's just called Leedale. I forget the actual name, the full entirety of it, but I'm pretty sure it's just called Leedale. Anyways, Leedale is basically this whole entire story is all about, you know, this kid who wakes up in Leedale, and he's a high elf. He's like, I think like level 127 or 100 something. So he's a really, really well experienced person, and he has a lot of interesting abilities. He takes on a lot of side quests, and he ends up bringing, well, later on in some of the later episodes, he runs into a couple of other interesting players that yeah, apparently have come back into Leedale. And apparently there's interesting fun fact. There's actually a guild in this anime called Cream Cheese. I'm not kidding. It's called Cream Cheese. I'm like, seriously, who the heck names a guild Cream Cheese? Like, honestly, that's just wow. But yeah, so this guy in this he plays as a female in this MMO, and apparently he has his own, you know, type of children. And they're not his real actual children. They're just in-game children. So he has, let's see, a son who's essentially a high elf. I forget what the sister, the brother, the daughter one, I'm not sure. I forget what she does, what her role is. But I know, for the other son, I know he is actually like a builder of some kind, so he works with like construction and stuff like that. And along the way, she eventually, like, later on adopts a woman who, a a girl because I guess like all of her family, I mean, she got abandoned by her family and such. So, and this happens like in the probably like the second to last episode. So I'm not gonna try and spoil it, but this is definitely a good anime. I would definitely recommend watching because there is some good solid humor in this anime. I'm not gonna lie, there's actually some really good solid ass humor. And I think you guys would probably actually like In the Land of Leedale. So check this anime out. There's a lot of interesting stuff. There's even one of the episodes actually features a mermaid, and apparently like later on, this mermaid apparently, you know, since her whole entire village was destroyed. Oh my god, I forgot the main character's name now. But essentially, she essentially brings this mermaid into like the first village that she came across, and so yeah, she works, you know, as basically, you know, helping the villagers out with doing laundry and such. So that's interesting. I forget the name of the main protagonist, but yeah, it's really good. Highly recommend watching this, and you will not be disappointed by this anime. And there's about 12 episodes, so yeah, there's 12 episodes in total. The World's End Harem somehow has 11 episodes, which is a very odd number, but okay, because most animes have about 12 episodes, not counting Bleach, Attack on Titan, or Sailor Moon, or any of the other ones, or Dragon Ball Z, or any of those kinds. Okay, those have a lot more episodes, and I'm not covering those. Okay, now on to this last one. Okay, this one is called. Let me see if I can try to get it. Okay, life with an ordinary guy who reincarnated into a total fantasy knockout. Okay, now this is a very, very long ass title, and let's just say I flat out loved this anime. This anime is probably by far my most favorite anime. The reason for it, okay, is the deal with these two individual main characters. Okay, so there's Tachibana and Jinguji. Okay, now in the beginning of the first episode, you know, Jinguji and Tachibana, you know, they're both, you know, they've been like friends like since high school and middle school, and ever since they were kids. And plus they worked at the same job, and they were apparently, you know, in a bathroom at a wine mixer. And then one moment, I think it happens, I think like 1 or 2 minutes after, where all of a sudden Tachibana, you know, completely acts so totally drunk, he completely loses his mind, and then he just ends up just saying like, oh, you know, I wish to be, you know, what I wouldn't give to be a woman or something around there. Then all of a sudden, a interesting thing just pulls out of the sky and unfolds a goddess of love and beauty and such like that. And this goddess grants Tachibana the ability, or well, actually transforms Tachibana into a woman. And then for Jinguji, I think she also grants him special powers. I forget. I have to, you know, that's definitely something to rewatch. I feel like I have to like rewatch the first episode, but you get the idea. Then eventually they both end up into this weird new fantasy world, and where Tachibana is essentially a girl. Jinguji is essentially a guy, although he has a lot more interesting abilities. Considering that there's so many moments where like he just becomes so totally charmed by Tachibana, and Tachibana has this ability where he can essentially just like, you know, spread out like, you know, his style of cuteness and basically get any man to fall head over heels, even die of cuteness, which is actually a thing apparently in this anime. It's such like a really good isekai isekai anime. It's really good. It's funny as hell, and oh my god, the second you start watching this anime, you will just laugh your ass off. Like, you will literally just go absolutely ballistic because this anime is just so funny. It's I cannot explain how many times I've literally died laughing of this because it's just, oh my god. But yeah, all these animes I've pretty much watched the subbed version. I've never watched really the dubbed version because I love the censored version. I mean, not, oh my god, I love the dubbed version, not the I love the subbed version, not the dubbed version. There we go. I don't know why I just said censored. Oh my god. But yeah, now, if you watch the subbed version, if you go on 9anime, which I highly recommend, best website ever, because it's my favorite website to go to, and plus I don't need to worry about paying money to go on something like Crunchyroll or Funimation. Although I think Funimation, from what I heard, Funimation is pretty much getting merged with Crunchyroll, so yeah. Anyways, yeah, so 9anime.to is definitely a good website to go to. You can watch anime for free. If you have a cool, awesome web browser with a built-in ad blocker like Brave, definitely check out 9anime. If you have Chrome, I would definitely say first get yourself away from Chrome and download Brave. Okay, don't worry, you'll thank me later once you've downloaded and actually played around with Brave. Or DuckDuckGo or something among those lines that have a built-in ad blocker, because I do not place my trust in Chrome, okay? Just all I'm gonna say. And yeah, so far, honestly, all these animes are really good. They're amazing, and yeah, World's End Harem actually has both the censored version and the uncensored version. If you really, really, truly want to get the best experience from watching the World's End Harem, watch the uncensored version. Trust me, you will thank me, because besides, who wants to see, like, freaking black bars on women's breasts and stuff? Because that to me is just kind of sad, honestly. So yeah, watch the uncensored version. And yeah, you'll definitely enjoy it. I guarantee you'll enjoy these animes. They're really good. I already did an anime recommendation for the Genius Princess Guide to Raising a Nation Out of Debt. So yeah, that anime is also really good as well. Honestly, these were pretty much like the best animes I have seen this entire season. So yes, I'm looking forward to seeing what new animes will unfold next season. So, till then, that pretty much wraps it up here. So, if you like everything you heard from this video, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon. Be sure to check me out over on social media, Facebook. I also have a Discord server, so if you want to be part of my social circle on Discord, definitely check out the Discord link in the description down below. For some reason you can't seem to get on, definitely be sure to message me in the comment section down below. Alright? So, with that, I do have a Let's Play coming up soon, so check that out. Alright? Other than that, this is Coruscant23 from Anime Core, and I'll see you guys next time. See you.